Hi, everybody. I'm Twyla McDermott with the City of Charlotte. This is our beautiful courthouse in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're particularly proud of our lush, rich green tree canopy, our clean streets, and our strong neighborhoods. Joining me on the stage is Tiffany Chu.
Hi, everyone.
Charlotte was fortunate enough to be a fellowship city in 2014 that brought Tiffany and two other fellows that are in the picture, Danny Whalen and Andrew Douglas, to Charlotte. We brought them to Charlotte to work with two departments, Neighborhood and Business Services, that's focused on community engagement and economic development, and our newly branded Innovation and Technology Department, or our IT department. The two efforts that we were working on are community engagement, sanctioned by our city manager, and open data, something that we have been trying to do for the last couple of years, and more recently, the last couple of months. This is our new Open Charlotte website design. We've been real busy since the end of last year, working on open data with a new open data policy to be approved very soon, and our open data portal. So that's what's been going on inside the hollowed walls of City Hall. Tiffany, you want to talk about what's going on outside?
Definitely. So this is what we've been doing outside of City Hall. We've been talking to the community in Charlotte, and this is my teammate Danny and me. We spent an afternoon talking to citizens and learning about what is important to them in their neighborhood. So here we are doing a kind of user research card activity, and what we learned is that this is Ricky, and Ricky is the president and founder of the Reed Park Neighborhood Association. And so what that means is that everyone in his neighborhood goes to Ricky when they want to know what's going on in the community. So we dug a little deeper with Ricky, and what we found is that he needs help learning about what's happening to his neighborhood. He told us, I want to know what's coming so that we can be proactive versus reactive as a community. So then, as we continued our research throughout Charlotte, we started asking the exact same question to everyone that we met. How do you find out what's going on in your area today? And what we heard is that people find out through word of mouth while walking the dog, by reading the paper, through their city liaison, if their neighborhood association has one, or through the city website, if they know where to look. And so then we thought, well, there's this huge opportunity. If the city has a ton of raw data in so many different departments that's not very easily discoverable, maybe how can we make that raw data not only open, but also meaningful to people? And even more importantly, how can open data be a platform for community engagement? Introducing Citygram, our project. So the way that Citygram works is that you can go in and select a topic that you're interested in, and all of these topics are powered by open data feeds from different departments. So for example, land development, and then you can input an address, for example, City Hall, select the area that's most important to you, for example, a mile from City Hall, and then go in and see what has happened in land development within the past week, and be able to see and link through to a more detailed description. And so you can find out this information in the future via text or via email, and you can sign up with your phone number, and then you can go back and look at other topics that you're interested in, all powered by open data. So how does Citygram work? If you go to any open data portal today, it's very likely that you'll see something like this, which is absolutely beautiful to technologists and developers, but if you're a normal person, this is really scary. So if I wanted to know what was happening in my area in terms of land development, I'd have to literally sift through all of this to figure out what is happening near me. But what Citygram does is that it takes the geographic components of this data, intersects it with the area that I'm interested in, and then translates machine speak into human speak. So for someone like Ricky and the rest of the folks in the Charlotte community whom we talked to, they can now find out about land development permits, about traffic incidents, about rezonings, about all these things happening in their neighborhood from their city via all these different notifications. And what happens is that Citygram really becomes the voice of your city, but powered by open data.
Pretty amazing, don't you think? In just a few short months. So it hasn't been all applause and cheer. I'll let you know about that. It's been difficult. We started out on a high mark with lots of ideas. We had more ideas than Lexington.
Oh my God.
We actually had a city ideation session where over 300 data points or ideas were submitted by our staff prior to the fellows even getting there. Then we took them through, as Tiffany and Danny know, through the rigors of 60 face-to-face meetings in just 3 weeks, where dozens more ideas were uncovered. So we had lots of ideas, and we're really jazzed about that. However, what we soon discovered was our staff didn't have the capacity, a sliver of time, to work on opening up their data. They had the willingness and the passion, but they didn't have the time to do it. So we hit a trough. That was quickly overcome in June when Charlotte had its first civic hackathon during the National Day of Civic Hacking. We got positive press out of that, and subsequently were able to charter our open data portal project with support from the city manager's office. Aha, the dog days of summer. This one should actually be lower than the April point, right, Tiffany?
Oh man.
It was grueling. We found ourselves in the position of having to defend Citygram in that it was not a duplication of an existing technology investment. And it took several meetings and several weeks to do this, but we were able to do it by, number one, coming up with a creative coexistence technology solution for both of those applications, and number two, branding Citygram as the demonstration project for open data. So today we're feeling pretty good because we're beginning to see emergent outcomes. Emergent outcomes where every city staff member is now being empowered to own a piece of innovation for whatever work tasks they have, be it manual labor, picking up the garbage, or technology related. We're doing this rather than sanctioning a special strike force or an elite group to spread innovation in our city. We're opening up our data, we're making it meaningful, and now we have a repeatable process. We have a pattern. I don't want to say platform, that's been said enough, but we do have a repeatable process for innovative technology projects that connect our citizens with their government. And we also have the most amazing brigade that Code for America has ever seen. Code for Charlotte. Led by Jim Van Fleet and Jill Beers. It's the fastest growing brigade with over 250 members since January. It's amazing. And they're already working on projects that are improving the quality of life for our citizens by opening up government and opening up government services. It's an amazing transformation. I've never seen anything like it in my 20+ years of government. It's incredible.
So beyond Charlotte, we've received emerging interest from other cities who are interested in Citygram, and a cross-city team of fellows have actually come together to build Citygram in multiple cities, including Lexington, Kentucky, and Seattle, Washington. So what we've learned is that through shared problems come shared solutions. And lastly, we want to give a big thanks to all these folks on the screen right here. Without their support, we would not be here today. And if you're interested in Citygram, digging deeper, please reach out to us. And we are also having a workshop tomorrow called Making Open Data Useful, where folks on my team are going to take you through the nuts and bolts of Citygram. So thank you so much.
But Charlotte will be first to launch Citygram, so don't get too anxious.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.